Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in, Coach Casey and Majestic Life Solution. We're gonna do our affirmations, and you know what's so crazy when you think about things. When you think about things, and you was already this is what I was doing. So I was actually cleaning up, and listening to the music. And so what I was gonna talk about with you guys today, I was gonna talk about. Gonna talk plenty of times today, but what I was gonna talk about was God is a provider. But I was listening to some more songs, but that song had came on. But that'd be confirmation of things or whatever. The Holy Spirit put it right there in your face. You understand what I'm saying? So you just gotta understand what if you understand what I'm talking about, you'll understand. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But that's what I was talking about. Really. I was talking about the incredible power of faith in God. The incredible power of faith in God. And that song came on. The incredible power of faith in God and how he frees us from worry. How he frees us from worry. In a world filled with uncertainties and challenges, it's easy to become and notches. You know what I'm trying to say. Anxious. Say anxious. Anxious and stressed out, right? However, when you place your trust in God, we can find peace and reassurance. You understand what I'm saying? We can find peace and reassurance. God is our provider. See how I said I was talking about that already. God is our provider. He knows our needs even before we ask for them. Listen, he know our needs even before we ask for them. He know what we need. Not necessarily what I tell y'all all the time, not necessarily always he knows what we want. He said, we are reminded, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Jesus Christ. That's what he said. That's what he said. Promise that reassure us that we are never alone through our struggles. Through our struggles. So if you have faith in the Most High God, knowing that the only thing you need is the size of a mustard seed, that's all you need. So when we have faith, we can release our worries. We can release our worries. We don't have to worry about nothing. We shouldn't have to worry when God is our provider. When we put it in his hands, we leave it there. We leave it right there. So when you're worrying and stressed out, what that means, you don't have faith. When you put it in the most high, this right here, this is your prayer. Put your prayer in this hand right here. This is your prayer that you know pray. So if you got your prayer in the most high God's hand, if you got your prayer right here and you worrying about that situation, no, that problem. If you worried about that problem, then guess what? That means you don't have faith. If you worried about what you're gonna pray for and you know already left it in his hands, how can he provide for you and you started worrying about it when we're supposed to cast all our cares onto him? But you're worrying, you're stressed. You don't even have enough faith of the size of a mustard seed. If you're stressed out and you're worried, so you have to understand that when we cast our cares onto the Most High God and we give out our cares or our prayers, our everything, our burdens that we hold on our shoulders, our skeletons that we hide in the closet. When we cast all them to Him, we shouldn't do what? Worry. What you worrying for? When God is a provider. When you know, if you know that and you have faith and trust in the Most High God, you don't have to worry about nothing. You will drink your Folgers and be good. Understand that for real. So just know that every prayer that you pray, every prayer that you pray and you leave it there, you got that you got to put faith in it. That's it. That's it. That's all you need. It's a little faith on the size of a mustard seed. That's it. So let me see. Let me show you something. Okay, I'm about to show you something, okay? I should have had it already up, but I never know what I was gonna be talking about. So I'm just gonna give you a little bit. This is a size. Okay, let me go back. Not now, computer. I'll store it there. Okay, let's see if we get some over here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Oh, okay. So she got her little finger right there. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys so I can show you a size of a mustard seed. Do you see this lady this lady hand right here? See how small that mustard seed is? Look, it's a very, very tiny size of a mustard seed. Oh, right there. Another one right there. You see that? That is a little bitty seed. That's the si- Oh, look at that one. See that one? Size of a mustard seed, right? So if that's the much faith that you got to have in the Most High God to start your prayer, to start your prayer off, I'm just giving you examples. That's the size of a mustard seed right there. That's a mustard seed. You plant that and it do what? It grows. You plant that seed in the ground, it grows. Of course, you got to let God water it. Okay. Once you let God water this, once you plant that seed in the ground, that's your faith, right? Listen to me. Hear me out, okay? Once you plant that seed in the ground, once you plant the seed in the ground, that's faith. That's the faith that you have. That's the faith. But you gotta let God water that seed for it to bloom. Okay? So that's all you need is the size of a mustard seed. That's how much faith that you need, baby. That's it. That's all. That's it. You don't it don't take that much. It don't take that much. And let me see if I need to tap some more here. And then you know what? And then sometimes we focus on what we lack. We focus on what we lack. Oh, I'm lacking and I'm hush. When it says the size of a mustard seed, hush. Let God work it out. Shh, shh, shh. Don't want to hear nothing else. That's it. That's all. That's how he do it. Silence. And you pray over that prayer. You pray over that prayer. But in your mind, your body and soul, you shouldn't have no worries. You still pray every day. Thank him for waking you up this morning. And if you're worried about that prayer that you not already prayed, then what is that? You don't have faith. You don't have faith. You got to have faith to whatever you're going through in life. Once you start understanding that I can have more faith in God than humankind, you'll be a better off person. You got to put your trust. You got to put your trust and faith in God, regardless of what's going on in your world, regardless of what it looks like on the outside. You got to have faith in God. And once you start understanding that this is the faith that I need to have with God, anything can turn around for you. Anything can happen. I don't care what it looks like. You see, I talk about everything else. Do I talk about my problems? Do listen to me. Understand this. Do you see me complaining about my problems? Do you hear me complaining about my problems anymore? No, I don't have problems. God has problems for me because I cast my cares onto Him. I don't have problems. I don't care what it looks like on the outside no more. I don't care what it looks like on the outside no more because you don't have the higher power than God. So I cast my cares onto the Most High God. So whatever going on the outside, that's the outside business. It don't have nothing to. It don't have no concerns of me. It don't have no concerns of me. So when I cast my cares onto Him, I planted my seed, and that was the mustard seed. I planted my seed, and I let that go. So you have to understand when you're going through something, yeah, you're gonna at first in the beginning, you're gonna go through a whole lot. You're not gonna understand certain things and how this and how that. But if it's the same thing over and over, God just wants you to put your trust in him. Put faith that he would turn your situation around. I planted my seed. I repent my sins. I asked God for forgiveness. And I moved on. I'm not supposed to be stuck at a red light with people. I'm not. I let people do what they have to do so they can prove themselves, whatever they got to do. So therefore, my burdens is in God's hand. I let him take care of that. And I sip my coffee and mind my business. That's it. So what I'm telling you guys today is always remember that if you plant your seed in the most high God, and that's just like how the church tell you to sow a seed of $1,000 and it'll multiply. What I'm telling you today, plant your mustard seed in the most high God and put your faith in him. And let God water that and it'll grow. That's all you have to do. Instead of letting somebody convince you in your mind that this is what it's gonna be. Because it's never gonna be that. He can tell you, give me $1,000 right now and you'll be rich tomorrow. If you believe that, you're a sucker for love. I sip my coffee and mind my business. So let's get into our affirmations. Spirit, give us some messages for this morning. Holy Spirit, give us some messages for this morning. That one came out. Okay. You can't. Well, your love can heal the world. Do you know if your love can heal the world? That's what I want to ask you. So, if this come across your For You page, then that's meant to find you, and it's meant for you. So, do you? So, in your heart, do you think that your love can heal the world? Do you love? Do you love? Because you have to be on this earthly land to love each and every person on this earth, not just one person. Not just because this is my boyfriend, it's my girlfriend. Supposed to love each and every mankind that walk this earth. So do you think that your love can heal the world? That's the question I have for you. Do you allow yourself to rest and recharge? Do you allow yourself to rest to recharge? So that cord that boss up, I mean, it don't say boss up, it say boss. So I want you to be a boss. You know how like your boss come in and tell you, well, I need you to go get some of this and go get some of that, but you run for your boss, right? Let's get on to you. So when your boss come into the room and they say, I need you to go over here and go do this and go do that. You might not want to, but what you do, you go run for that boss, right? Do that for yourself. Today I want you to do that for yourself. Be your own boss. So if your boss can tell you to go do this and go do that, why you can't have a mindset like that? That I'm gonna be my own boss today. I'm gonna change something about me today. Because at the end of the day, you run and jump for a piece of change. a piece of change, and they ain't doing nothing but using you, using you for their advantage. Because probably they ain't even paying you enough that you're worth. Because you don't know your worth. Understand this. So I want you to boss up today and change something about yourself. Believe in your abilities to adapt to any situation. Any situation. When I just told you to boss up, so adapt to change. Adapt to change. You got to change that situation. If you change that situation, what you be changing? You. You. You can't change nobody else. You got to worry about yourself. Spirit will the message out. Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. Not my future. Your future. Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. What I tell you about tomorrow? If you've been watching my platform, what I tell you about tomorrow? Tomorrow means tomorrow has its own problems. We just begin today. So you worrying about tomorrow? I mean, tomorrow already? No, child. You worry about today. Focus on the present. Your passion drives you. Your passion drives you. It does. Because my passion drives me. If you know that this is something, this is a sign of motivation. Motivation. Don't listen to the song. Listen to that little voice that's in your head telling you uh uh to be motivated. To be motivated today. That's what I want you to do. Listen to that little voice in your head and tell you to be motivated and not being negative Nancy. Okay? Because negative Nancy gonna make you fail all the time. She just there to disrupt what you got going on. Spirit, what other message? When you actually figure out and find out that you are the co-creator of your own destiny, you'll be better off. You'll be a better off person, and you wouldn't have to worry about nobody else's life or what nobody else's life look like, because you know that you're a co-creator of your own destiny. So that means your thoughts, actions, and feelings have to line up of the walk that you're walking to create your own destiny. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions have to align with your destiny. Because if you're thinking that you're not gonna do something, then what are you gonna ever achieve it? No, you're not. No, you're not. So you have to remember that when you think positive, this gonna align your thoughts, feelings, and actions, because you're the co-creator of your own destiny. So it'll put you in a mind state of, okay, you know what? I need some kind of change in my life. It's gonna make you want to change. So always remember that you're the co-creator of your own destiny. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Trust that you are always exactly where you need to be. Mm-mm. And I talk about that card, and it's a card. I got it from the AI thing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's a message, but we're gonna talk about that. Let me get a sip. Okay. So trust that you are always, if you in alignment with the Most High God, if you in alignment, or you trying to walk in alignment with the Most High God, then you trust that you are always exactly where you need to be, because He's gonna guide you. But if you on your own journey, your own journey, your journey, where you want to go to South Dallas, Oak Cliff, South Dallas, North Dallas, and play stupid games, but you win stupid prizes when you get there. But if you're not in alignment with the Most High God, then if this chord relates to you, then maybe you're not gonna be at the right at the exactly at the right place at the right time, whatever the chord say. But we'll just put it like that. So therefore, you never know what you might get out there and do, especially if you don't pray for protection before you even step out the house. How you gonna know if you in the right place? You don't know. But I want you to know, because I want you to find strength in your faith in the presence of God. Listen to me when I say it again. I want you to find strength in your faith in the presence of God. So if you know that if you trust in that you are always exactly where you need to be, if you find the faith in the most if you find faith in the presence of the Most High God, then you know that He's God in me. So if I step out this house, I done already prayed for protection. I asked God to protect me from any harm or danger before I walked out this house. If I already asked God for that protection and the people that surrounded me, the people, if I already asked for that, you understand what I'm saying? And you trying to, oh, excuse me, and you trying to get in alignment with the Most High God, then you know exactly what it is. Then you're going to walk out there with and saying, you know what? I done prayed to my God. I know what my God can do. You wouldn't have to worry. But if you go out and play stupid games, then you win stupid prizes. Spirit wasn't messing up for me. Your journey is a testament of your strength. And it is. So be gentle with yourself. Growth take time. But if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Be gentle with yourself. That means if you going out and being silly, if you keep being silly, you're not gentle with yourself. So I asked you today, how do you know that you value in yourself? How do you know that you value yourself? How much work have you put into yourself these last couple of years? How much work have you put into yourself than others? How much work have you put into yourself than others? None. 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 Because a lot of people worry about it. I'm just gonna tell you, a lot of people worry about other people's situation, but what situation are you in? What situation gonna make you better in life? What when are you gonna start growing? If you I'm gonna tell you something like this. You know how exactly, like, just say this. You have this you right here, and this your best friend. You know that you have potential to grow in life, right? But you always give your best friend, this your best friend, you always give your best friend some advice and what to do, how to do it, but you're not doing shit. I'm gonna say it like that. But you're not doing shit. And you know you have the potential to do it, but you giving them advice, and they taking this advice and they expanding in their life. They expanding in their life. They elevating in their life. They leveling up. But what are you doing? Shit. You're not doing nothing but helping this person elevate. Then when you see that person elevate, then you what? Jealous. You're mad. Because the same thing that the advice that you was giving your best friend, you should have been giving it yourself. You should have been giving yourself to elevate yourself and level up. But you steady worrying about this person. and you're not doing shit. Sometimes you have to stand up for self and say, you know what, it's time for me to put more into myself and stop worrying about other people. Because your best friend, now your best friend is gone, leaving you. Your best friend leaving you. And where you at? You still stuck on doing what? Shit. Nothing. You not elevated. You not elevated that person. But if you come to a point in your life where you have to say that, you know what, I'm gonna be gentle with myself. I have to balance myself out. I have to balance myself out. I have to give myself some advice. If I'm giving this advice to somebody else, you know what? Sometimes you have to hold on to your advice, and sometimes you got to hold on to your dreams and your goals. Because if you don't hold on to your dreams and goals, somebody gonna snatch it up and run with it, and then you're gonna be stuck in what? Shit. Because you're not doing what? Shit. So you have to understand that this is what I need to do for me. Because if I don't never step out and do something for me, then I'm be stuck in what? Not doing what? Shit. I'm telling you, it happens that way. It happens that way. People will run and take your creative thing or whatever. Just say, for instance, like how I watched on something where this lady, she created these pans. She created these pans, but then another company had did the same kind of pants that she had made, but it was just a different stitching, but everything else was the same. So that's why you never show a person what you capable of doing. If you're gonna give advice to your damn self. I'm a living testimony. I'm a living testimony. And where was I stuck at? Doing shit. So I had to wake myself up. You have to be gentle. You have to be gentle with yourself. Because growth takes time. You can tell everybody about your dreams and goals. You tell everybody about your dreams and goals, but then when they take them and run with them and go do them themselves, then where you at? Stuck like shit. I'm a living testimony of it, baby. But you gotta know, it's always a wake up call. Warning come before what? Destruction. Warning come before destruction. Practice mindfulness and stay grounded. Yes. You are not alone. Seek support if needed. And when I say seek support, it's probably a different meaning to it, where because I didn't put the meaning on the messages or whatever. I didn't put it all on there because I want to just write all that. Okay. But when I say you are not alone, seek support if you need it. And you know what I'm gonna tell you? Pray. Pray. Because sometimes if you go talk to your friend or you go talk to them, this story gonna get out over here. Like just say for instance, you got problems in your business or something. So you trying to open up a business, right? So when you're trying to open up a business or whatever it is, you tell your friend this, and you know what, they're gonna go tell Sally, and Sally gonna tell this person, that person gonna run with it, and they're gonna do exactly what you said. I promise you, when you put it out there in the atmosphere, it will go somewhere else. Cause I thought I was gonna be the only one that created that. I wanted to drive through. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, but somebody did it. I said it out loud. Somebody did it. I wanted to drive through funeral home where you didn't have to come in you didn't have to come in my building. I would just want the body right there. I wanted the body right there, and somebody did it. And that was my dream. That was my goal. But I said it, and they did it. I said I wanted something in my I forgot what it was, in my cleaning service business. And when I said I wanted something in my cleaning service business, somebody did it. So you have to be careful what your mouth say. You have to be careful what your mouth say. If you want to seek support, sometimes it's best to just go up, just talk to them upstairs and just let it ride out, and don't worry about it, and just let it ride out. Because at the end of the day, this person will say this, and that person say that person will say this, and it'll get over here, get over there, and then your dreams and goals are gone. But don't never think that your dreams and goals are gone, because always, if you change your mindset, you can think about something else, or God will put something on the inside of you, and you'll be creative. You'll be more creative than what you thought that you was gonna do. Okay, so replace I can't with what I will. I will have a size. I will start having a size of a mustard seed. I will plant that. I will plant that seed and let God water it. When I'm worrying, when I'm not worrying, when it's good times, when it's bad times, plant that seed. Spirit, what other message? Your mindset is a muscle. We always talk about that. If you know that your mindset is a muscle, the more you program. Listen, I'm just gonna tell you like this. I'm just gonna sum it up like this. The more you program your brain, the stronger you get. The more you program it, the stronger you get. Each thought is a choice. Choose positivity. You are a part of something greater than yourself. I'm a part of this world. I'm a part of the kingdom. I am part of something greater than myself, because God wants me to walk this earth and do things for to get the people to start believing in Him. He didn't ask me to be no preacher. He asked me to be no preacher. I don't want to be no preacher. I listen. You hear me say that all the time. I just don't. I don't want to be no preacher. And this right here, trying to if people think that this is gonna be my form of trying to make money from off a profile, I'm not gonna never be back on here. This is just something for right now to get the people to start understanding this is what God wants. But profile, you will never see me again. I'm not doing this. I'm not being a content creator. Oh, say it like that. I'm not being a content creator. I'm not being a content creator. That's not my style. I don't want to be seen. That's it. Content creator, they can take that money and stick it up their tail. I don't want that. I want to be rubbed out. He's just trying to be. I don't want to be a content creator. Don't want to be none of that. Don't want to be a content creator. You would never know my dreams and goals, because I would never tell them again. I would never ever tell them again. You thought I was gonna be doing this? Content creator? No, baby. I let the little kids have that. I'm not gonna be no content creator. That ain't my style. But I think I'm too grown for that. I got something else. You would never know. I would never tell nobody my plans. But content creator, y'all can save y'all money. I don't need y'all money. I don't want to be no content creator. So just always remember that. So trust in the divine timing. Everything will align. hmm Everything will align. So if they don't think they stopping money, like, oh, you gotta have this amount. I'm not trying to be no content creator. I don't want to be a content creator. Right now, this is what I'm doing, because this is what I need to do. Because I'm where I need to be. I'm exactly where I need to be right now. That's it. I don't want to be a content creator. So if they figured, no, no, I don't want to be a content creator. It's not my style. I got other things. So you guys, if didn't nobody tell you today that they love you, just know that God loves you.